Hey, we've got some more info to share with you. Some folks joining me in the studio here to chat about some things going on in our area. I want to say welcome to Wendy and Mark Behrens of the Gathering Community Church here in Cleveland. Good morning.
Good morning, Dean. Thank you for letting us talk about our passion.
Well, good. We're glad you're here to share that. And you want to talk about a particular program you've got going there at the church or within the community?
Yes.
Okay.
We have Celebrate Recovery. It is a 12-step, 12-step program, but it's Christ-centered, a Christ-centered 12-step program. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And that is what we have every Friday night at 7 o'clock. There is a big group. We have worship. We have a testimony. And then at 8 o'clock, we break up into small groups. And the small groups can be anything from chemical dependency to depression to grief. So that is what we do.
So you're there to help the folks address a lot of different avenues of maybe concerns that they have.
Yes, yeah. Any hurts, habits, and hang-ups.
Gotcha.
So
that's a good way to describe it. Yeah. and Mark, this thing's been going on for a while. You've had that at the church, or
We've had it at the Gathering Church. I believe it's about 7 years now, and we slowed down a little bit for COVID, but it's picked right back up, and we have a good attendance going on. So,
that's good in one way, but not so good in another, right? Having a large attendance there, because especially with folks who have issues or problems they need to have addressed. In other words, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. It's very important for them to be on a steady basis every week to gather together with other people with the same problems.
Gotcha. And I think I'm sure y'all probably have found out, I guess, too, once they get together and see that there is somebody else out there that may be experiencing the same situation.
Yes.
It kind of
and that's right. You don't feel alone.
Yeah.
Correct.
Relieves them a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And now this, your program, you say, is each Friday.
Every Friday, 7 o'clock. The first Friday of the month, we do a meal, and that starts at 6 o'clock. But that's just the first Friday of the month. And this Friday, 3 times a year, the Celebrate Recovery schedule, and we can go into that a little later, but they have what we call a freebie night. But you don't have a testimony, you don't have a lesson, so you can do whatever you want. You can do special music, you can do special speakers, but this Friday we're going to do a Schools Out Carnival. So it's a family event, although we will have adult games. We're going to do a polar plunge. Yes.
That's amazing.
Now, I don't know if you can tell, Mark and I come from Wisconsin, and the polar plunge in Wisconsin is New Year's Day in Lake Michigan.
Right.
It will not be that cold, probably. Well, might be colder.
Might be colder.
We don't know, but we're going to do that, and that's one of the adult games. We're also having...
It's according if you're going in the water.
Yes, exactly. And then we do have special music. Kim, who, if you've come to our Celebrate Recovery, she sings about once a month, and she is a powerhouse. Kimberly, yeah. Mm-hmm. So she's going to be singing with her band, and there's going to be kids games, and we might have a bouncy house. We're still working on that, but that's what we got going.
Still like a lot of fun.
And that is going to start from 7, and it's going to go till 8:30.
7 to 8:30, okay. Now that's at the Celebrate Recovery and everything. Is this a program through the church itself, or is this something you just utilize the church building for?
This was originally started at Saddleback Church in California in 1991, Mark?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was a gentleman who was in AA and just felt like it needed to be a little more demonstrative about Jesus healing you from your hurts, habits, and hang-ups. So he came up with this program that really piggybacks off of AA, where AA has the 12 steps. Celebrate Recovery has 8 principles. So what they do is they took the steps of AA and put biblical references to that.
Great.
So, yeah.
Now the Celebrate Recovery, if you come by us on a Friday night, you can go to a different church anywhere in the country, and Celebrate Recovery is going to have that same lesson in the 12 steps as it would at our, where we have Celebrate Recovery. So it's all coordinated throughout the country, that they follow the same schedule, so that you're always if you're attending one, if you go on vacation or something happens, that you can go to a meeting and you're still continuing on with the steps in what would they call it,
in your activities or stuff along the way.
Yeah, all of it would be the same.
Right. I know you. Sorry. This particular program, it sounds like it's really interesting. You said you have certain days for certain things, but your different times you want to emphasize special events or whatever, right?
Yes, that is correct. So there's 3 times a year they have these special nights. But again, there's other churches in our area doing Celebrate Recovery. So if you find yourself out of town, or you're working out of town, or however that works, you can go and it'll be the same program. It'll be the same lesson.
Gotcha.
Or it'll be a testimony, or it will be what we call the freebie nights.
Yeah.
That's not the technical, but
it's an easy way for us,
Yes.
some of us, to understand, in other words there. Okay. Now, the church, the Gathering Community place here in Cleveland on Wilford Ash Parkway, so really easy for people to find, to get out there and check with you.
That is correct, yes.
Is there other ways? Do you have maybe a website or a phone number they can call if they want to get more information after they hear some of the information you shared today?
Yes, and I did not. Sorry. We just started a Facebook page, and that is White County Celebrate Recovery. So if you look on Facebook, we do have a website, and I'm sorry I don't have that information. And you can call the church office.
Yeah, they can do a search,
and they can tell you, if you want some more information.
You can do a search on a Google search, and you put Celebrate Recovery.
Yeah,
and all the different Celebrate Recoveries will come up in Georgia, all across the country, and you can just click on it, and they'll tell you the information of each and every one and what time they start.
Good deal.
And what days they are.
All right. Sounds great. Anything else y'all want to share here this morning about what's going on there? Maybe I'll offer the welcome. I'm sure the folks coming via.
I just want everybody to know that it is confidential, that nothing what's said at Celebrate Recovery stays there. It doesn't go out to the community. Also, that we are looking for people to help us with the meal on the first Friday of the month. We serve a meal, but we'd like to get other churches and groups involved, that they can supply the meal and get to know what's going on at Celebrate Recovery, so they feel comfortable maybe telling a friend or something that's having a hurt habit or hang up that's affecting their lives, that they feel comfortable saying, here, this is what's going on at Celebrate Recovery. Sure. And also with if it's a church and they have a worship team, we'd like to invite them to do the worship for a Friday night also, if that's what they would like to do. So they can get a hold of us at the Gathering Church.
We also have children's ministry.
Yes.
It's not just child care, but it is children's ministry. And Carl does a fabulous job. Those kids come out of there talking about Jesus. And we've just had all the parents just really, really excited about that. And they do it for 2 hours. Now, some of the Celebrate Recoveries don't have childcare during the small group, but we do offer that. So that is something. And we're also looking for volunteers to help with the kids. So
okay,
we always need extra help.
All right, sounds great. And of course, if folks need more information, they want to give us a call here, we'll be glad to share the information with you, how to get in contact with them. Wendy and Mark, anything else? Our time's just about to run out on us.
No, we just appreciate you giving us this time.
We're glad to, and just wish the best in working in this particular program, because as you're finding out, it's looks like much needed with the people showing up there and everything.
Amen.
Yep.
All right. Wendy and Mark Behrens with the Gathering Community Place here in Cleveland with their Celebrate Recovery program. The Gathering Community Place located on the Wilford Ash Parkway here in Cleveland. That's in the former Old Fred's building here in Cleveland on the Wilford Ash Parkway, for some of you folks who have been here a while. And just appreciate you being here and sharing this info.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you.